There is a moment, usually late, when the day is emptied out and you ask what any of it was for. No answer comes. You feel the silence and something in you tightens. This video will not hand you a reason. It will offer you something better, a way to live fully when no reason arrives. 5 teachings from the Absurdist tradition and one man who found sunlight in the void. This is Philosophy Wars. Let us begin.
Albert Camus grew up poor in Algiers, close to the sea and the heat. He knew hunger and illness. He also knew swimming at noon and the smell of salt on skin. He never chose between those two truths. That refusal is the whole of his philosophy. The world does not answer our questions. We keep asking anyway. Camus called the gap between our hunger for meaning and the silence of things the absurd. What follows are 5 teachings for living inside that gap, not solving it, living in it, awake. The first teaching is simple. Do not lie about the silence. Camus opens the myth of Sisyphus by saying the only serious question is whether life is worth living. He does not soften it. Most comfort works by pretending the question was already answered somewhere else, by fate, by destiny, by a plan you cannot see. Think of someone at a funeral being told everything happens for a reason. Watch their face. Something in them knows better and is being asked to be polite about it. Honesty costs you the easy answer. It buys you a life you do not have to defend with fiction. Everything good in absurdism starts here, with the refusal to look away. The second teaching is revolt. Sisyphus rolls his stone up the hill. It rolls back down, forever. Camus tells us to imagine him happy, and readers have argued about that line for 80 years. The happiness is not in the stone. It is in the walk back down, when Sisyphus is conscious and the rock is not on his shoulders and he owns his fate completely. You know this walk. It is the drive home after a shift that changed nothing. It is folding laundry that will be dirty again by Thursday. Revolt means you keep pushing without pretending the hill ends. You stay awake and you refuse despair. That is the victory. The third teaching concerns freedom. Camus noticed something about condemned men. Once the future is taken from them, a strange liberty arrives. Meursault, in The Stranger, only becomes fully alive in his cell, staring at the sky through bars. We build our lives around a future that will not arrive as planned. Retirement. Later, when things settle, that imagined future is a cage we mistake for a home. Drop it, and today becomes enormous. This is not permission to be careless. It is permission to stop postponing. The person who knows there is no guaranteed later starts making the call, booking the ticket, saying the difficult true thing tonight. The fourth teaching is passion. Quantity over quality of experience. Camus argued the absurd person does not seek the best life. They seek the most life. More mornings noticed, more cold water, more conversations that go somewhere unexpected. He wrote about the actor who lives many lives in one, and the lover and the traveler. None of them are storing up merit. They are burning through the hours on purpose. Consider 2 people with the same 40 years. One spends them defending a self-image. The other spends them tasting things. Nothing in the universe rewards either choice. That is exactly why the choice is yours and why it matters what you do with a Tuesday. The fifth teaching is solidarity, and it is the one people miss. In The Plague, Dr. Rieu treats patients in a city that is sealed and dying. He has no theology, he expects no reward. Asked why he keeps working, he says it is a matter of common decency. Camus wrote in The Rebel that the revolt of one person reveals a value shared by all. I rebel, therefore we exist. The absurd is not a license for cruelty. If nothing above us hands out meaning, then we are what each other has. Meaning is not discovered. It is made between people, in kitchens, in hospitals, in ordinary loyalty that nobody records. Camus died at 46 in a car crash, with an unused train ticket in his pocket. The absurd had the last word, as it always does. But he had swum in the Mediterranean. He had loved people, badly and well. He had stood against tyranny and written it down. The silence you feel is real. Do not let anyone talk you out of it, and do not let it talk you out of your life. Go and live the afternoon. Push the stone. Notice the light on the way down. One must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Thank you for watching and listening. Subscribe to never miss a debate.